A very good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you're really doing good. Okay. So today what we'll do is we'll do a grammar part from our textbook, right? So I think everybody has textbook in your hands and all. So I want you to have this textbook in your hands. Okay. Now all of you come to the page number 19, and whereas you can see this one, right? That is concept connection. Okay, concept connection. So you can see this one, concept connection, right? So now what we'll do here is we'll start from the first, synonyms. So we'll try to understand what are synonyms. Synonyms are words that are similar in meaning. However, we cannot always substitute one synonym for another in sentences, but let us learn about synonyms and antonyms. So here, what are the synonyms? Synonyms are the words which have the same meaning. For example, you can take the worker did not come to the work. So I'm talking about the word worker, right? So in the place of worker, can I substitute that particular worker with another word? Yes, I can do that, and that word is laborer. So you can use worker or laborer, but many times you cannot use this. Okay, you cannot substitute because you'll not be able to find similar kind of meanings. But most of the times, if you find a word which is suitable for a sentence, right, to replace another word, that is a synonym. Okay, you can have these synonyms in the nouns, in the adjectives. Okay, so even adverbs, right, verbs, you will have a lot of synonyms, and you can replace the words in a sentence with the other words, and those are the synonyms, right? Synonyms in each case will be also the same part of speech. So one more thing which I would like to tell is that if you are, for example, now let me tell you an example for this. Now, so I have written here, the boy felt happy. The boy felt happy. Okay. Now this happy is a word which I'm taking here. Now can I replace this word with another other word? Okay, yes. Now I can use another word which is called as glad. Okay, so happy and glad. Now these two are the synonyms. Okay, the teacher appreciated the boy. Okay, now can you tell me another word which is suitable here? That means it should be a substitute, right? You should be able to remove this word and use another word to replace this word called as appreciated, right? So here you can also use another word, that is praised. Okay, now sometimes this word might not be suitable with this one. Okay, so now the teacher praised the boy, the teacher appreciated the boy. Now you can replace this one, but sometimes you will not find suitable synonyms to replace each and every word. Now these words, okay, you can find them in the adjectives, you can find them in the nouns, and also you can find them in the adverbs. So like this, you can find several synonyms. Okay, synonyms are the words which have the similar meaning. Okay, similar meaning like worker, laborer, happy, glad, appreciated, praised. Okay, so these are all the synonyms. Now if you come to our textbook, we have some examples over here. Okay, shall we go ahead with the examples? Yes. Now coming to the 19th page number. Okay, the worker, laborer climbed up the top floor to start working. So here you can find two words, right? Worker here can be replaced with the word laborer, right? So now these both, the laborer is a synonym of worker. The bold caption caught everyone's attention. So can you use any other word instead of caption here? Yes, the word which can be used instead of caption is title. So you can also say in this way, the title caught everyone's attention. Okay, now come to the verb. Come to the verbs, right? What are the verbs? Action, right? All the action words are called as the verbs, right? So verbs, please answer to my question. So please answer to my question. Is there any other word which is used instead of answer? Yes, that is respond. Okay, the children crept slowly towards the house. Instead of crept, can you use any other word here? Yes, crawled. Crawled is a word which is used here, okay, so that they can replace the word called as crept. Now coming to the adjective synonyms. He was ill for a very long time. He was ill for a very long time. So now what is the word which is used here to replace the word ill? Okay, ill is an adjective, right? So the word which we used is the sick. The word which we used is the sick. Okay, you can check here. And next, we need to be silent for a while. We need to be silent for a while. So is there any other word which will replace the word called as silent? Yes. Okay, the dogs which are here in my surroundings are not being silent for a long time. Okay, now the word silent can be replaced with quiet. They are not being quiet for a long time. So quiet here. It is important to be beautiful. It is important to be beautiful. So instead of beautiful, we can replace that with a word called as lovely. Okay, now coming to the adverb synonyms. She joyfully jumped up and down. Joyfully is a adverb, right? So now instead of joyfully, we can use happily. He carefully, attentively listened to her point of view. Carefully, attentively. So both are here. They are synonyms. He angrily, furiously. Angrily and furiously. They give the same, they have a similar meaning. He was absolutely certainly. Absolutely certainly. He was absolutely sure about his goals. He was certainly sure about his girls. So all these two definitely make the synonyms. Okay. So now coming to the page number 20th. Page number 20th. So now what you can do here is you can do a small homework. Now try to find out some words from the lesson, from the first lesson. Okay, try to find out some words from the first lesson, and what you can do is you can write the synonyms. Here we have seen our around 5 or 6 synonyms, right? So what you can do here is you can go ahead with the first lesson. Okay, now, so here if you come to the page number 1, the wizard. Can you replace the word wizard? Yes, you can replace it with the magician. So magician will be the synonym, right? Like that. So now here, if you take strange, okay, strange, unknown, rare, okay. So like this, you can make some new synonyms and write 10 such synonyms. 10 such synonyms. If you come to page number 10, here also you can see in the second line, Alisha protested. Alisha protested. Protested is a word which is a verb. Can you write a synonym for this? Yes, you can write a synonym. You can write the word called as opposed. You can write the word called as opposed in place of that. Okay. In the next line, they were all drawn towards the absurdly designed. Okay, absurdly in the sense you can say foolishly. Okay, so like this you can go ahead with the several synonyms, right? And make sure that the synonyms should be able to replace the word which is in that particular sentence. We have already seen that there are some words which cannot replace the word in the sentence, but you have to make sure that you only choose the words which will replace the word in the given sentence. So I want you to do that. At least I want you to find 10 such words and write their synonyms. Okay, now come to the page number 19. So we are already running short of time. Coming to the page number 19. Now there is another word which is called as the antonyms. So now here, what are antonyms? So basically when if it is an English language, we always talk about the meanings, and okay, these are 3 very common words we listen, right? One is meanings. Second one is, if it is a poem, we see rhyming words, and third one is the opposite words. Okay, so you write meanings. Okay, you will be asked to write the rhyming words, or you will be asked to write the opposite words. And now these opposite words can be called as the antonyms. The word for the opposite words is the antonyms. Okay, so now here what we are going to do is we are going to learn about the antonyms. Okay, children, shall we go ahead? Come to the page number 19 here. Okay, opposites or antonyms. Okay, now before this, we need to learn two things. So, okay, children, if you see here, right, for example, I'll write here need. Okay, I'll write a word here need. Okay, so now here, now this is a verb. Okay, now what I'm doing here is I'm adding two other alphabets here and I'm making this word a word which is needed. Okay, now these are the two words which I'm adding after this word. So now this is called as the suffix. It's called as the suffix. Okay, now I'm writing here one more word which is pure. Okay, now what I'm doing here, I'm writing here im. So I'm writing it before the word. Okay, this will become the pre in the sense first, right, in the beginning, prefix. This, so if you write something in the beginning, it is prefix. If you write something after the word, it will become the suffix. So now the antonyms or the opposite words which you are going to learn, what are these words is, we are going to fix some prefixes and also we are going to fix some suffixes after the word and we are going to make it as a antonym. Okay, we already know that what is antonym of good, bad. Okay, tall, short, long, short. Okay, like this we know, generous, miser. Okay, like this we know several antonyms before, right? So now here what we'll try to do is we will try to learn what are the suffixes and prefixes which will change the word into a antonym or a opposite word. Okay, now healthy, right? Healthy, how can you make this word a healthy? Okay, how can you make this word healthy into a opposite word? Okay, what you can do here is you can write un in the beginning. Okay, if you write un here, what will it become? It will become unhealthy. It will become unhealthy. So now this unhealthy is a opposite word of healthy. It is the opposite word of healthy. Now if there is a pure, the word, okay, how can you make it opposite word? Just add im in the beginning as a prefix. It will become impure. Okay, now there is a word called as fold. What you can add here? Unfold. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are using the prefixes so that we are trying to make them into opposite words. Now coming to the word called as thankful. So how can you make this word as a opposite word or an antonym? So instead of full, what you will write is thankless. Okay, now this thankless word will become what? Antonym. And here careful, you write here careless. Okay, now this careless instead of full, what you're writing here is the word careless. Now the careless, the suffix which is added here is less, and that is making this word as a antonym. Like this, there are several words which you can make them as antonyms by adding the prefixes and suffixes. Now shall we go ahead with our topic now? Yes. Now come to the page number 20. Come to the page number 20. Now adding dis, D-I-S. If you add this, that word will be converted to a, it will change into a antonym. For example, see, I agree with your thought. I agree with your thought. How to make this agree? What is the antonym of agree? So in the same line, if you add this as a prefix, it will become antonym. See, I agree with your thought, but I still disagree with your solution. So agree and disagree. What is the prefix which is making this word as an antonym? Dis, D-I-S, dis. Okay, and the same way you can also take the word as like. So in the like, the opposite word is dislike. Okay, now the next line is adding in. Okay, we have used here, right? No, yeah, no, we don't use here. So in, adding the in. He is capable. He is capable, but his brother is incapable. So what is the prefix we have added here? In. The word in we have added to make the word as incapable. Okay, that is the antonym. The teacher wanted discipline in the class. The teacher wanted discipline in the class, so she punished anyone who created indiscipline. Again, the prefix which is added here is in, which made it into a indiscipline. Adding un. You can see here healthy, unhealthy. Okay, do, undo. Okay, adding im. Here is a way pure, impure, right? That is how we have added the word im. Okay, it was a perfect story with an imperfect end. So again, what's the word we have used here? Im. Okay, like this, you can find several words here: order, disorder, respect, disrespect, place, displace, adequate, inadequate. Okay, something like this. Now these are all the prefixes. Okay, when you come to the suffix, so as we have taken here, careful, the antonym will be careless. What we are using, what we are changing here, suffix, right? So we are changing the suffix and making it into a antonym. Thankful, thankless, painful, painless, useful, useless, meaningful, meaningless, needful, needless, joyful, joyless, tactful, tactless, painful, painless. So these are all the words which we are making into a antonyms. Okay, now coming to the practice zone, that is 22, page number 22, practice zone 2. Okay, here you can find like this. This is the practice zone 2. Okay, so here there are some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words are given here, and what you need to do is you have to find out the synonyms for them. Okay, use a dictionary and write a synonym. Okay, so if you are using a mobile, then you can download an app called as Merriam-Webster app. From that you can find nice synonyms, or else if you have a dictionary in your home, you can also use that dictionary and find the synonyms from that. Okay, and again, those all synonyms, what are the synonyms here? What you have to do is you have to make it as a word puzzle here. Okay, all those synonyms like you will get in this puzzle. Okay, you have to make the you have to underline, or you have to box that particular puzzle. Okay, and again in the page number 23, here, there are some antonyms which are given here. As options. For example, let me tell you the one. He is a perfect match for you. What is the antonym of perfect? Imperfect or imperfect? Which is the right one? So you have to take the right one and write the correct one. Okay, write the perfect one. Don't write the imperfect or imperfect. You guess it, right? And then write the answer. Okay, and now here in the third also, a passage is given here. And there is an old man. He is very weak and it looks like he is unwell. Okay, so what you need to write is all the synonyms of these words. Okay, you can see here what you need to write is the synonyms of these words. Mean the words which can be replaced. Okay, and last one is the bring out the meaning of the following words of antonyms in your own words. So what you can write is here colorful, colorless. That means what you have to do is you have to know the meaning of that first. What is colorful and what is colorless, right? And then you have to make your own sentence basing on that. So how can you make an own sentence basing on that? For example, you can say the petrol is colorful but water is colorless. Okay, harmful, harmless. There are harmful microorganisms as well as harmless microorganisms. Okay, some of the ants are harmful and some of the ants are harmless. Okay, mosquitoes are harmful but earthworms are harmless. That is how you can make some nice sentences, and then you can write all this. Complete the textbook until page number 24. Okay, apart from that, there is another book with me, that is my observations. So here this book is very, very important for you because it's like your notes. So if you see the pages in it, so each and every page you are given some work, right? So we have read the magicians, the wizards spell. So the first question is what I like the most about the story, what I learned from the story. Draw a scene with the wizard chanting spells and the children peeping through the door. So like this, several questions are there. Okay, all these questions, like they need to be written by you. Okay, so if you need any help, you can call me out. Okay, and I'm always there to help you out. So make sure that you write this first unit and the first unit first, and then we'll go ahead with the second unit. Okay, until then, see you all. Have a great day.